Here we are, hitting up events, drinking our way through Chicago beer, and trying not to miss a thing.
Yeah, because, got a cork popped out, boom, it flies like fucking 10 feet. We're like, yeah, let's do it.
You know, all you have to do is add some fruit, stir it up, and ride that milk-shaped wave.
Whenever I see him, I gotta take a photo with the most decorated brewer in Chicago, Jonathan Cutler.
It'll be like the stuff you hear. You ever go to, every time you go to Floyd's, all the music sounds like this. Raw, raw, raw.
Sometimes you want a small beer, but really, you want a big beer.
You gotta take in all those big aromatic hops.
Hey, what are you doing this weekend? Waiting in line for a bottle release?
You should have never been a fad. The black IPA is delicious.
Hey, and welcome to Chicago Beer Pass. I'm Brad Chmielewski,
Brad, what's up, man? I'm Nik White.
and we're just sipping on some lime beer and talking records here.
Yeah, man. The Chelada from the good folks at Cruz, Blanca, and thoroughly surprised that you can find super cool vinyl at places like Walmart and Target, exclusive to those places. So very cool. I was talking about Amy Winehouse with like a super cool pink colorway.
Yeah, Taylor Swift always has a vinyl.
Taylor Allison Swift has like 20 fucking records.
Right, but she always has a Target exclusive one. So, but yeah, this lime sea salt tropical lager from Cruz Blanca.
Yeah, this is Chelada, and it's funny because I was telling Brad they're throwing a party called Chelada Fest, and then we saw Chelada on the can, and we're like, I guess it's half of the Michelada.
Right, Michelada with tomato juice. It's the Mexican Bloody Mary.
Yeah,
So the Chelada is just minus the Mitch.
yeah, well, minus the Mitch. I don't mind it though. You know, I'm not super into micheladas, but the lime and sea salt in the beer in the lager, I don't mind it.
And then on the can it says make it a Chelada cocktail. Serve over ice with a shot of tequila. I am a tequila-free household, so
That's funny.
did not have any
Tequila free, goddamn it.
since '92.
Cruz Blanca, they're still advertising on every expressway with their
Yep.
all their ads. And the Cruz Blanca newsletter, they have recipes now. So I saw a recipe for their Scursay tacos. So I made that recently.
Oh, it was good.
It's got ingredients I wouldn't typically use. Like their rub has cinnamon in it. I don't usually go cinnamon in my rub. This is a good if you're tired of if you don't know how to make your marinade.
Mix it up. At
It's
least.
good. It's good for that. And that calls for the beer. You know, it's a good excuse to drink the beer. So that's cool.
I feel like I like this beer, and lime seems to be the ingredient of summer 2024. But I think the salt doesn't make it refreshing. It's like missing like the I just want to
The sound effect is good.
chug it and
I get what you mean. There's a nice, very present salt mid palate, and I don't mind it, but I understand that it is there.
right.
Yeah.
But you need a glass of water. It's like you're eating lime tortilla chips.
It's almost like a lime and salt rim, right? Yeah, like big lime, big salt.
This beer is making me thirsty.
Yeah.
And then on the table, we also have some of the latest Deepwood stuff.
Yeah. So the Deep Woods is back for 2025. They don't take much time off.
No.
So this is VSOJ. That's very special old jacket for those who everybody should know what VSOJ is. And then there's a cherry VSOJ.
Okay. In the big can.
19.2. So this is their 2010 variant collection. So I think they're just running back all the greatest hits and making it available in a tall boy can. Well, the tall boy 16. What do you call a 19.2? They're making it available in a giant 19.2 can.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just a tribute to their library. So,
It's a big hitter.
yeah, somebody did. Oh, that was Lagunitas. No, Lagunitas was one hitter.
One hitter.
One
Oh,
hitter.
okay.
The one hitter series was their
Was Frank Thomas's beer in it? 619 ounce?
when he made it up in Wisconsin, no.
Okay.
When he made it, by the time he started making it a Wild Onion, I just did not care about it. I'm like, I love you, man, but this beer is rough.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we may dive into this cherry as we're talking here. And then there's also a coconut VSOJ or just coconut?
No, just coconut Deeth.
Okay.
So these are all repeats. Cherry VSOJ made an appearance at Great Taste of the Midwest.
Okay.
I want to say like 5 years ago now. And then the anniversary beer for Revolution's 10-year was a cherry version of VSOJ.
Right. Okay.
But they just called it 10. It had the big red X on it.
Yeah.
So that was VSOJ with
I
cherry.
might still have one of those.
It might be good. Okay. You know, honestly, I think Death by Cherry is an underrated variant from them. They do a good job with cherry.
Okay.
I wonder what they're using.
We might just have to start running it back.
Oh, because you got a few of them.
Right. See what we got.
Yeah.
That I think for a while we were doing like cellar things.
Yeah.
Pulling out some old stuff, so we may have to just run Deepwood series.
I think it'd be fun. Some of them are really good. I think most of them are really good. There's some outliers. I'm not all in on Gravedigger Billy.
Okay.
I'm not all in on Life Jacket either. That wasn't my jam.
I don't remember that one.
That was the one is like a lifesaver. So it was like a tropical. It was a tropical straight jacket. Yeah. It tasted better it tasted way better on draft.
Okay.
For some reason, but in the can, I was like, I do not understand what this was supposed to be.
I can't even like picture that can of that one.
Yeah, it was actually a very sweet can because it had some like deep oranges, like a peach colored orange in the colorway, and like a sea foam blue. Like, and those are, and most of these cans are typically kind of very bold and dark, So that's the only reason I remember it, because it had the colors in the can were a lot different.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we may have to start running that back. So look for that soon then. The only thing I went to this past week was Square Roots Fest.
Right on. That's a street fest in Lincoln Park? No, Lincoln Square.
But it's also kind of a beer fest.
Right.
Maplewood had a patio set up. Beguile had a patio set up.
Yeah.
Dovetail had a patio set up. That was it. Yeah. Dovetail might have two, and then Dovetail was made a beer like Hoppin' Fender, or I took a picture of it and posted it.
It's their it was this year's version of, wasn't it their instead of the Maibach they made this beer? It recently came out.
Maybe.
Right?
And they said it was brewed for Square Roots Fest. They had cans for it. It was tasty.
Yeah.
I had one of them, but I think I ended up drinking 2 Green Torches.
From Half Acre?
Right.
Yeah, I think the Dovetail one, I think it's like a hoppy hef, I think.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
Hop Fender. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's got a strange name, almost like they either made it up or I just never heard that style.
Right. It was good, but when you're outside in that heat, you're just like, oh, Green Torch is great.
Yeah.
Even though they misprinted it and said Green Torch was 6%.
That's not true.
No.
I wish they weren't liars, over at the
Square
Roots.
Roots Fest, I know.
Yeah. So they got I know they got the Old Town School of Folk Music over there, and they do live music up and down. It's like their block party.
Yeah.
And then there's like a lot of like vendors for like
Art
and food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then ran into Kevin from Beguile.
Nice.
There.
The old Beguile.
He was talking that is open, or they did a soft open.
Yeah, at their new Malt Road facility. The old Urban Brew Labs.
Right.
When I say urban, I want to say Chestnut.
Okay.
But Urban Brew Labs.
But it was Urban Renewal.
Yeah. Oh.
Right.
Then who's Urban Brew Labs?
That's the same. They were.
Oh, they started as Urban Renewal, changed to Urban Brew Labs. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I forgot.
And then he said they are expanding next door. They were going to go back upstairs. But they decided the space opened next door to them, so they are going to have more space. He didn't really say if it was brewing, storage.
Yeah, is it going to be just for cans?
Consumer facing.
That's what Revs did. They
puppies.
bought the place next door and said, "Yeah, it's for our cans. We got so many cans. We got too many cans. We can't maneuver these cans, so we bought the place next door just for cans."
Crazy.
I mean, they got a lot of cans. Oh shit, we got 5 of their cans right here.
That's true.
Yeah.
So that's exciting for Beguile. Whatever
Yeah.
their plans with that. That means they're growing, expanding in a sense.
If they're on the rooftop, if they put in a rooftop, then they'll be added to the rooftop brewery list right next to.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing that.
Oh, that'd be cool though.
They don't even have floor 2. They need to take floor 2 first.
Yeah, I mean, Beguile's a weird operation, right? Because they brew at
Great Central.
right, but then they were hosting and before that they were hosting the good folks at Saint Laurent.
Right.
So they've always had capacity to host other people, but then they were brewing some of their beers at Great Central. That it's an interesting choice. I wonder like why that's part of their model.
Yeah, I think they're probably just running more of the stuff just for the tap room out of that brewery. Like they're doing the weekly flavors. They did lemon, lime is this weekend.
For what, like boat shoes or something?
I think he said they're mixing it up. Like they're doing it in different beers, so it's not the same beer with lime, same beer with lemon, same beer with cherry or pineapple.
Okay.
They're seeing what beer would work best with that flavor.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
It's not a 3-1-2 kind of thing.
Man, and I think they skipped on all their flavors this year, right? Did you hear anything?
I didn't hear anything. I actually haven't even seen 3-1-2 Shanty this year.
Which was the fastest selling beer in Goose Island history.
Right.
The lemon shandy.
Have you seen? I've seen 3-1-2 around, but 3-1-2 Shanty.
I gotta be honest, haven't seen it. Also, wasn't looking.
I wasn't really looking, but sometimes it's on the menu.
Okay.
Like especially like I saw Oberon recently, and it was sold out. And I was like, oh, I would have had an Oberon.
I've been to places where, like I was telling you, I was at a restaurant and I got a Guinness. If I had a sauce 3-1-2 shandy, I'd have probably got that because it was hot. And Guinness was the only thing they had that made sense.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, I don't want whatever the fuck else this is.
We did, rather than eating at the Street Fest, we went into Warbler right there
I don't know what that
on
is.
the street. Had a burger, had a beguile there.
The old Beguile, the artist formerly known as Argyle.
Right. All beers are $10 at Square Roots Fest. Cocktails were $12.
You might just go cocktail at that point.
I guess. So we went in somewhere where we're like,
Yeah.
how about $8?
Huh. When I was at Windy City Smokeout, and it was 3 Dots in the Dash was there, and Mamacita has a huge that's a tequila seltzer.
Okay.
They have a huge installation, and then Shinerbach is really the only beer that you're just excited to see because I never ordered Shinerbach.
Sure.
But but then there's a tequila company selling these $60 drinks in a big ass fishbowl.
On the street?
This was at Windy City.
Oh,
at Windy City Smokeout.
Okay.
So I'm like, you either get like a water jug, like a workout water jug full of Mai Tai from 3 Dots, or you go get a fishbowl from. It's Casamigos that does the fish bowls. I'm just like, these beers don't stand a chance. I mean, because same thing. Beers are like $10, $11 each.
Right.
I'm
Like, I could just do this one, and then I don't have to get back up. I'm probably good. I should be good at a fishbowl.
Get this here Shinerbach, and then we're going straight to the fishbowl.
And then we ended up, after we left Square Roots, went all the way down to Rizzy's Beer Stoop. Not Rizzy's Beer Stoop.
Yeah. I know
Rizzy's?
what you're talking about.
Yeah. Rizzy's Beer Stoop? Rizzy's.
Yeah. They say Nick Floyd hangs out there.
Yeah, all German, Bavarian, like, kind of beers.
Yeah.
I had a dark lager there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good.
There you go.
And I wasn't tricked into thinking I was told it was a dark lager.
Oh, it wasn't an even Kolsch. Yeah. I cannot believe. It's been years. I still can't believe they hit us with the even Kolsch. Because it was at the end of our romp, and I was excited for you.
To have a Kolsch.
The evening Kolsch. And I'm like, oh, it's a Kolsch they serve, when it gets dark. It kind of find out this ain't a Kolsch at all.
Right. But coming from Square Roots where we were drinking, I guess, beers in the heat to then be over at like a German beer bar, drinking, classic beers was kind of nice.
They got TVs in this joint?
I don't think, maybe.
All you
We
need
sat outside, so there's no TVs outside.
All you need is beer and conversation.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
So that was my only stop. That's a pretty good stop. Square Roots Fest and Beer Stoop.
It's a whole lot more than I did, man.
Okay.
I didn't do
You're
jack.
just drinking Guinness.
I didn't do jack shit. I went to a restaurant in the burbs and I drank a Guinness and it was very lame.
Okay.
Yeah. So all I can do is talk about upcoming events.
All right. Well, let's open this cherry
yeah, let's do that.
while we get into that.
Yeah, man. Cherry VSOJ. Not a lot of deets on the can. Bourbon barrel aged with cherries, man.
Okay.
I guess that's all we need to know, Brad.
I wish this was just a little more refreshing.
I understand exactly what you're saying. We got the half-acre baby cups here. I don't know if the sound's picking up there. All right. That head goes away super quick.
Yeah.
So while Brad's pouring, we'll pull up events. Well, there's definitely 2 events we talked about before the show. One is this Chelada Fest.
Yeah.
That's next weekend, July 27th, I believe.
Okay.
And then also the International Skewers Invitational from the good folks at Mars Brewing. So let's dive into this Chelada Fest and see what kind of deets we got here. So this sounds fun. It's called Lagers and Friends. It's a Chela Fest.
Chelada Fest. Okay.
Which is kind of a riff on the Chelada.
Chelada.
Yeah. Lagers and Friends is gonna have Cerveza Paradista. You ever heard of them?
No.
Me either. They might be foreign. Casa Humilde, Goldfinger, Dovetail, Old Irving, Maplewood, Miller High Life. You know, it's a champagne of beers.
Sure. Yeah.
It says it right on the
yeah.
can. Hopewell and Hot Butcher for the World. Side note, where was I at? I was somewhere. Oh, I was at Westfest. And the only beer you could get was like High Life or Miller Lite. But it's a fest, so you can't get the bottle. So you got to get $8 High Life and drink it out of a plastic cup.
Really? Not even like a can?
Right.
Okay.
So I'm out. I bought some shades.
No drinking.
I only like High Life if I can see the girl on the moon in the bottle. Am I alone here?
I like High Life as my last or second last beer where I'm saying I'm leaving, but I'm having a High Life, and then I'm leaving, and then maybe there's one more, but then it's kind of like I'm gonna have this glass of water, and then I'm out of here. So
Okay.
It's kind of like that's typically when I go for a High Life.
Okay. I do like High Life. It tastes better at the bottom.
Yeah, it's kind of like Corona. Why would I ever? If I saw Corona on draft
For $8 in a plastic cup.
I'd be like, no, I need it. Even on the cruise ship, we were drinking Coronas in the can, in the skinny cans, and you shove the lime in the cans. That's fine, not as good, but it's the best when it's in the bottle with the lime and everything. Then it's like, oh, that's great. But Corona on draft, that would feel so weird.
You can GFY with your Corona on draft. That's what you can do, bud. Oh yeah. All right. So I'm just glad I'm not alone there. But yeah, this sounds like a good hang. So you get I think you buy it's free. It's free to get in, but they're offering these $25 packages. So if you buy the package, you get like you get $25 worth of drink tickets.
Okay.
I think it comes out to be like $30 worth of drink tickets for the 25. So they're buying you a beer if you buy some beers in advance.
Okay.
But you don't need to buy the package to get in. And they got a good space, man. They got the upstairs and the downstairs. I never go there when they're doing both. Usually upstairs is closed whenever I go.
Right.
To the old Cruz Blanca. Do they have a roof?
I don't think so. I'm obsessed with roofs today.
I don't know. I was thinking about what breweries got roofs.
So you can just buy as you go.
You could just show up to this thing.
Okay.
To Lagers and Friends. It's from noon to 6 on July 27th.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah. And then, blah, blah, blah. They're going to be cooking, but then they're also going to have people showing up.
Okay.
To share food. Yeah.
Nice.
So there's that going on. And then there's
You know what's tomorrow? It'll be this episode. This will already happen, but biker dudes at Hot Butcher for the World.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh shit. When is that?
Friday.
Oh.
July 19th.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
What time is that?
5.
Oh man. That's in play, bud.
Mm-hmm.
It's in my top 3 power ranking.
That's the closest he'll ever get to your house.
He never comes to the city. I'm surprised he's in the city.
I think it said it was Hot Butcher. I was like, is there another hot? Like, he's not going out to Bedford Park.
There is a Hot Butcher in Bedford Park.
Right.
But that would be dumb. Maybe, I don't know. But if he's going here,
You got dinner now.
it's kind of hard to say no.
Right.
That's a good call. I didn't see that. Get Skewered. It's the first Skewer Invitational. The Art of the Skewer. This is Mars Brewing. So Mars is inviting friends out, just like Cruz Blanca is, and but they're grilling. So
is it grilled skewers? Like,
yeah,
like kebab, like more kebabs.
Exactly. So
Or like Roboto grill kind of thing.
This new annual food event features skewer meats and vegetables from Slovakia to kebabs to kushiyaki to sak koang and more.
Okay.
I just said a bunch of words I've never heard before. I mean,
grilled things on sticks.
exactly.
I guess that's a skewer.
from different cultures, right? So, yeah, they're just listing all the restaurants that are showing up. So, Matthias Merges, I've heard that name before.
Yeah.
Mitokaya is pretty good,
Okay.
actually. Kimchi, which is right next door. Three Little Pigs, Rootstock, Pink Salt, Tony B's. I don't know any of these other guys. Grumpy Skewers. But yeah, that's a ticketed event at a brewery for food.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this cherry VSOJ, it's good, but I feel like my problem with so much cherry stuff is I think of cough medicine.
It's hard not to,
Right?
even if it's good.
Is this
Even if I had a cherry cocktail, a frozen cherry slushy cocktail, I would in part think of that. The only time
does cough medicine still taste like that?
I usually hit the emergency or the oil of oregano if I feel like I'm getting sick. But I
Right.
rarely get cough medicine now. But we've all had it over time.
Right, but like Dayquil and NyQuil doesn't taste like that. That tastes like different. But like the cough, like Robitussin tastes like this.
Yeah, it's difficult to get around that.
Yeah.
Even if you like the taste of cherry. The only time I thought the taste of cherry was killer in a beer was the Creek slushy at the Dovetail party.
Right. That
I'm
is
like,
good.
whatever they're doing to this,
It was a sour.
maybe that's it.
Yeah.
That's a good call. It's the sour cherry. Sour cherry works. Yeah, because, I mean, Belgians do it all the time.
Right.
Sour cherry works. But if we're not talking sour cherry, it's hard to unassociate other stuff you've had, even if you like the beer. Like, I like this beer.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad we're sharing it, because I'm like, man, I hope Brad wants to open it, because you can't take 19.2 down.
You won't be coughing for a while. Damn. But yeah, it's good.
I'm glad I'm trying it. And then the head dissipates very quickly.
Right.
Like it's a very still product. It almost pours like a mead in that respect. And I wonder if
Right.
that's what they're kind of mimicking, maybe. Because if you compare this to a mead, then it's like, oh, okay. It's a very approachable, very rich in flavor, not cloyingly sweet, delicious mead. Is that what we're going for? Yeah, I'd like to know more about this one. I miss Revolution, man. And I tell them this all the time, every time I see them. I'm like, between Goose and Revolution, they go out of their way to nerd out and explain the logic behind some of the stuff they do. More so than anybody else. They just really take time to sit down
Right.
and they answer a bunch of dumbass questions. But then more importantly, they just have a presentation on, hey, this is what we were thinking, and then this is how we came to this beer.
Yeah.
And I wish they did that more.
Yeah, that'd be like, I feel like everyone's just pushing the products, get them out there. We don't need to explain it.
Yeah, it's all sold out.
Right, so people are they're already in or they're out,
Yeah.
and us telling them where we picked their cherries from isn't going to make one more person buy this or not.
Fair,
buy
so it's like, why are you doing it?
Yeah.
That's one way to look at it, I guess.
But yeah, having those stories are nice.
Yeah. If you're into, that's the only comparison I can draw. If you're in, because I've been to, since we're talking about mead, there's a meadery on the Northwest Side. They got a really cool logo. I think it's called Windy City Mead.
Okay.
That's like on Elston. maybe like just past Irving. So let's just say, Montrose and Elston, something like that.
Yeah.
I've been there before.
Okay.
And I don't like meat. It's too fucking sweet.
That's why I haven't been, and that's why I think there was an episode we talked about the meadery on the south side does like seltzer meats, or did I come up with seltzer meats? Like
Maybe
basically
not,
like
maybe
sparkling
not,
meats.
because their meats are a lot. Their meats are thinner in nature, all of them. The one on the south side.
Right. Give me sparkling meats.
What's the name of that joint?
It's in Beverly.
Yeah, it's over there by the two breweries down there.
Yeah.
And they've been around for a while. It's not the same class as like the Shrams, but if you like a meat that's kind of reminds me of VSOJ, where it's like, hey, we're trying to hit some balance points here.
Right. We're not making thick syrup.
Exactly. If you like that kind of meat, then that place is actually pretty good. Damn, what's the name of that joint? I'm drawing a blank because I've only been once, and I never see their stuff.
I've never been. I've just heard you mention it. Someone I work with has mentioned it.
But yeah, it reminds me of a very well crafted meat. This cherry VSOJ.
Mm-hmm. And I think he did say you can blend meats there.
Wild Blossom.
They let you blend them with sparkling water or something, so you get more of a drink than a meat.
The world's oldest fermented beverage, if you listen to the Vikings, or people who are descendants of Vikings, that's what they say.
Okay.
With honey. I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't have a horse.
I believe you. You're a Viking. You might. Don't hurt me.
Shit'll go left real quick if I disagree with this fucking Viking. Oh, but the only reason I'm bringing up meat is a comparison because remember they had Strawberry Jacket.
Yeah.
And Strawberry Jacket deliberately tasted like a cocktail. So that's what I was saying. Like, hey, I don't know. Maybe Cherry VSOJ is supposed to taste like a meat. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Not bad. Big to take down in a 19 ounce can. But
yeah, it's nice. What's the ABV on this, man?
It didn't say, but it did say part of our 2010 collection.
Yeah, maybe it's on the bottom here. 14.4.
Oh, so it's almost less than I thought it would be.
Yeah, the cherry's gonna bring it down. It's got no edges, probably because it's VSOJ. Yeah, so it's just kind of. There's undertones of like some maltiness and a little bit of like bright cherry.
Sure.
But that rhythm of like sweet cherry is like over the top over all of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, any other events or anything else you saw? Who closed this week?
I think that's all I saw. Oh, shout out to Goldfinger. They're turning 4.
Oh, nice.
So Goldfinger's doing a fest. I might actually go to Goldfinger, man. I really like Goldfinger. Goldfinger's turning 4, and Goldfinger's doing a party. It's called their 4th Lagerversary. There's going to be live music and more, and this will be July 20th. Oh, so this is this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so good for them. I'm a big fan of Goldfinger, man.
Nice. I think I'm going to go to Michelada and Double Clutch this weekend. Bike ride.
That ought to be a good ride.
Yeah.
Shout out to Double Clutch. I saw them at Windy City Smokeout.
Okay.
And if you ever go to the dock at Montrose Harbor, they got that little. It's a restaurant with a little outside bar there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. At Montrose Beach. Oh, they got Double Clutch on draft. They got like 4 Double Clutch.
I've never seen Double Clutch on draft anywhere.
Happened to be over there, and I'm like, oh, they got a Double Clutch sour wheat. They got a Double Clutch hazy IPA. They got 2 Double Clutch lagers. I'm like, hell yeah. These other ones are not now, but give me the lager.
Even going to Double Clutch, I'm going to have a hard time not drinking the Kolsch and whatever the
smoke?
The lager, just the regular lager.
Yeah. I
just want those when I go there. I'm like almost afraid to try one of the other ones.
I'm like that when I go to Art History.
Okay.
Like Art History, they got all this capacity now because they own Geneva Lager Works, big production brewery like around the corner. So when you go to Art History, in the beginning when you went, it was all lagers.
Right.
Now when you go, they got stouts and IPAs and all this other shit. I'm like, no.
Give me the Bauhaus.
Oh yeah, I'll just have Oh, you got a Bach? I'll take that. I'm staying in my lane. I'm not trying all this other shit. I don't want your IPA. I'm sure it's good.
I'm sure it's probably very good. Same with Double Clutch. It's probably very good.
Came here.
Maybe someone else I'm with will have it, and I can have a little sip.
Yeah, that'll be good. I'm kind of jealous. I never get up there.
So it's gonna be good. Good ride. Good weekend for it.
And you heard that Soul and Smoke probably moved into the old Metropolitan space.
Right.
Okay. How do you feel about that?
Soul
and Smoke's a barbecue joint in the city.
Right. Good for the space. Something's
in there.
I think people just want a space to go to. So hopefully it's more of a, you can just grab a table and maybe order food. It's not like a wait staff thing, because I don't think that's what the people who went there want. They just kind of want a hangout space. But you're not gonna be able to bring your own food and things like that. So
That's true. Maybe you can bring your own beer.
no, I think they're gonna have they're gonna have that full bar.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So
Well, just don't fuck up the beer options. Don't give me, don't make
High
it
Life and Corona on draft.
in plastic cups. Like fuck. Don't do what Westfest did. And what's fucked up? Westfest was run by Empty Bottle, which
Oh, that's weird.
so all the music acts were Empty Bottle. I'm like, I like Empty Bottle. Why? Well, I know why, because Miller gave them the biggest check.
Yeah.
But the drinks kind of sucked. I mean, you go to these local things because you want the local vibe. If I wanted some national shit, I'd go to Taste of Chicago at Millennium Park.
That's kind of strange that they didn't just give you the cans, because even at all sports games now, they're like, here's a can.
Yeah.
Back like what, 5-6 years ago, you couldn't take cans. They would just you'd always have to pour it in a cup.
Yeah.
I don't know what changed or what. Maybe they were just like, this isn't worth our time to pour these in cups.
Just take it.
Just
open it, because you have to open it because it can be a weapon if you don't open it.
Right.
So, but yeah, I'm surprised no can.
Yeah.
I didn't see the girl with the cowboy boots. Cowboy boots and a skirt. All-time cowboy right there, bud.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode. Make It Over Revolution. I'm sure they got some fun stuff on draft. All these are sold out, so if you missed them, you can get them on.
Be a good chance to
draft
try them there, yeah.
You can even try it last year's that are still there.
They do have Cafe Supermassive and Mocha Supermassive.
Supermassive. I got Supermassive too.
They're still on draft over there, yeah. So, I think it's weird because they're slept on as a barrel program, but I think it's the best barrel program in the city.
But the sad thing is, this starting means summer is drawing to a close.
That's true. Deepwoods starts. That means school will be back in session in another 4 weeks, and then it'll be fall. But if we do fall right, we got some good times clear through November.
This can be fall weather today. 60s, 70s.
I'm here for that. No mosquitoes.
Right.
I'm here for that.
Cicadas will be gone.
Fucking cicadas. The cicadas were heavy in the burbs because of the cicada. That thing.
Yeah.
But now they're gone in the burbs. But now I hear them every night.
Yeah. Now they're here. Now they're in the city.
Yeah. Chelanda's up in RP. She said she don't hear them at all.
Oh. She was in that sweet spot of no cicadas on both
damn.
sides.
I hear them. They're loud as fuck. I saw one on my porch. He was doing they move their tail back and forth.
Oh.
That's how they make the noise. Because I'm looking right at him. I'm like, oh, your little fucking
butt.
Your little noisemaker is your butt. It's like, you gotta go.
It's a crunch.
You gotta go, bud.
All right. Take care.
Cheers.